sun's starting to come up through those trees. It's looking very pretty. I came here yesterday and shot a little monologue here on the rock, but for some reason the file got corrupted in the phone and I couldn't download it. However, most of the stuff that I talked about yesterday was for future Roy, looking at the summer of 2021. I kind of wanted to, it's not all common knowledge yet, so if you want to find out what happens in the next 5 minutes, subscribe and wait till next June. The last two videos that I posted, the Finnish language video, and no, there was the Finnish language video, and I think the one before that. Two totally different videos than what I had originally started out to make. They just turned into something completely different, and I just went with it. And that's part of what I really like about the video editing, creating process, is that it has that artistic nature that you just have to go with what feels right. The video that I was getting ready to release this morning turned into something like that as well, and I just kind of went with it. It went in a totally different direction than what I wanted it to, and I just went with it. It was coming together, but then in the end, it just kind of, nothing really felt right in it, and I just kind of stopped. I wanted to step back from it for a while, stop thinking about it, go back to it with a fresh face. Which is kind of what I touched on in that video, is that if you have a problem, you can't solve the problem necessarily by staying so laser focused on the very specific problem. You have to see the big picture. If you step back, see the big picture, then come back in and solve it. That was kind of the premise of the video in the first place. The other thing that happened yesterday is that the video that I made about my daily routine and staying active and staying busy, I think it's also very important that you need to listen to your body. And yesterday I felt I was just I don't know, mentally and physically exhausted, and it got to the point I was ready for bed, and I got up, I looked at the clock, and it was only 6:30 in the evening, and I didn't have anything to do pressing, so I just went with it, and I went to bed. The sun was still shining in my bedroom, and I just crawled into bed, pulled the blanket up over my eyes, and fell asleep. And I figured I was going to be up around 1 or 2 o'clock. I figured, well, I'll make coffee and work on that video a little more. I rolled over and figured, okay, how close was I to 1 or 2 o'clock? And it was 5:30 in the morning. I slept for 11 hours, just out like a light. It was, but sometimes you just got to listen to your body and let it tell you what it needs. But I think now it's time to go home and have a coffee. Summer will be here soon enough. Well, maybe not soon enough, but I think it's time for more coffee. And this quarantine hair has got to go. At this moment right now, I have a lot of video that I recorded last June, May and June, I think it was. Kind of similar to this, talking about what's going on. And I never ended up editing it and publishing it on my YouTube channel. But now, a year later, I'm kind of thinking I want to start editing one of those scenarios once a week and releasing those. Because it'll be fun to kind of have a throwback day on my YouTube channel. And a lot of it is leading up to this show that we filmed as well. I know I'm not allowed to use the show name on the channel or anything like that. I'm not allowed to do self-promotion in that sense, but I know I would be interested to see some kind of backstory on people. And the main point of me even doing these YouTube videos, it's not to get followers, it's not to It's not to build an audience or make a living off YouTube or be a vlogger or influencer. Every time I make one of these videos, the idea in the back of my mind is I'm making a video for my grandkids, for my great-grandkids, my great-great-grandkids. That's always in the back of my mind. When I'm filming, when I'm editing, is what are they going to want to look back on and see about their great-grandfather Roy? This is me. Kids, if you drink coffee, drink it black. I don't want to see any of my grandkids drinking coffee with cream and sugar in it. I'm gonna be such a grumpy grandfather. The crankiest old man you ever seen. Sit there and be quiet. I waited a long time to be a cranky old man. A long time. I paid my dues. Kids are the best.